elections continues as Friday, January 10 is nomination day. Welcome to InfoHub. President David Granger credits new Australian High Commissioner. GCOM swears in 9 returning officers and 3 ballot officers. And Sheriff Mandela Road project resumes. It is Wednesday, January 8, and it's 46 days to our Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary. Thank you for joining us. First up, His Excellency David Granger earlier today accepted the letters of credence from Australian non-resident High Commissioner to Guyana, Bruce Lendon.
President Granger congratulated the High Commissioner on his appointment. The head of state expressed Guyana's appreciation for the support it has received from the Commonwealth of Australia. He also highlighted the two nations' common interest in the protection of the environment.
Excellency, these adverse and extreme environmental events highlight the need for immediate and decisive global responses to protect the environment and indeed to protect all humanity. Guyana and Australia share a common interest in the preservation and protection of the environment. We look forward to future collaboration as our two states combat the adverse consequences of climate change.
High Commissioner Lendon expressed his anticipation to strengthen the ties between the nations.
As Australia's High Commissioner to Guyana, I look forward to working closely with you and the Government of Guyana to enhance the strong relationship between our two countries.
Guyana and Australia have enjoyed cordial relations since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1973. For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
The Guyana Elections Commission swears in 9 returning officers from 9 administrative regions, as well as 3 ballot officers to facilitate early voting of the disciplined services.
These returning officers from all administrative regions of Guyana, with the exception of Region 5, swore before the Chief Elections Officer to uphold the laws of Guyana and carry out their duties without fear and favour. In brief remarks, Chairperson of the Guyana Elections Commission GCOM, retired Justice Claudette Singh, urged the ROs to be very diligent in their task and service to the nation. Speaking also was Chief Elections Officer Kit Lowenfield, who urged that good service and professionalism be key for each returning officer.
As you have sworn that you will carry out these functions without fear or favor, and impartiality means quite a lot, not only to yourselves but to the CEO and no doubt to the Commission, that you will treat with every elector that you engage in a fair, impartial and transparent manner.
Also sworn in on Wednesday were 3 ballot officers to facilitate early voting of the disciplined services. They were from the Guyana Defence Force, the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Prison Service. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
The Sheriff Mandela Road project resumes and the East Coast Demerara Road widening project is now 93% complete. The media was today updated on these projects during a media conference hosted by the Ministry of Public Infrastructure.
Last Monday, the $6.4 billion Sheriff Mandela Road project resumed, and it entails the rehabilitation of pavements, construction of bridges, culverts, and a pedestrian overhead walkway at North Rumvelt, along with traffic and drainage upgrades. The project was halted on November last after the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, ceased funding due to non-compliance of the contractor, Sinohydro, with health, safety, and traffic management standards. Minister of Public Infrastructure, the Honorable David Patterson, also highlighted the progress of another road expansion project.
The East Coast Widening project is currently 93% completed.
Minister Patterson noted that the government has received approval from the Exim Bank of India for the loan to be extended. This move will facilitate the further expansion of the roadway from Belfield, where the works were to be completed, to Mahaika. It is anticipated that at the end of this project, expansion works on the thoroughfare will extend from Mahaika to Rosignol Berbice under another project. Funding has already been secured for the design phase of these works. Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
The Guyana Rice Development Board says white rice was the largest export earner last year, accounting for 51% of the total amount of rice exported.
General Manager of GRDB Nissam Hassan told InfoHub that the 267,622 tons of white rice exported last year were valued at $27 billion.
This really all got well for us because it meant that we were able to ship more downstream processed or more value-added product as against what we did in 2018 when we shipped more paddy rather than rice.
He said in 2018, almost 135,000 tons of paddy were shipped when compared to 37,000 tons exported in 2019.
So it's really, really good for us to be exporting more processed product.
Earlier this week, the GRDB's 2019 export report revealed that almost 48 billion was earned through the export of rice to more than 35 countries in that year alone. That export value represents an increase of 20% when compared to the revenue earned from export in 2018. For InfoHub, I am Kellon Rover.
When the news returns, scores turn out to Ministry of Public Health's first public day for 2020. Details of this and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Scores of persons turned out to the Ministry of Public Health's first public day for 2020, hosted at the ministry's head office on Brick Dam, Georgetown.
Persons not only from the Public Health Ministry but other government ministries came out in their numbers to meet with the Minister of Public Health to highlight several issues which they hope would be addressed in a timely manner. Shalon Pile, who works with the Ministry of Social Protection, and Roald Boyer of the Ministry of Communities, both took the opportunity to have their matters addressed.
We have an issue there where we're working with mentally ill people, which we could handle, but risk allowance, we do not have that. So that is one of our concerns here today, asking her if she could assist us in having the risk allowance.
The minister meeting the public, it's really important because for a person that have a career, everyday work, it's difficult if I have a issue or anything to meet exactly with Minister one-on-one. It's difficult because I might not have the time, and then whenever I go to the office, well, I know she's a busy person, so I see this opportunity as good, and I will encourage it then to, if it could go, the other ministries could actually follow suit. It will provide a better opportunity for the public to actually share what they think.
Rosalind Britton has to undergo a complex eye surgery and sought assistance from the Public Health Minister. Her first surgery was done in 2017 in Trinidad after a sum of $4,000 was paid in part by the Public Health Ministry.
My eyes are detached and it can't be done again because I have no equipment to do that here. I always have to do overseas. So both one was 1%, next one was only 5%. And this is the one I'm checking on now. The ministry helped because NIS helped with some and ministry complete. And I went to the minister and I asked and she guided me. She said, go straight down and carry my views and everything. And yes, I did get help.
Meanwhile, Patricia Atkinson noted that an opportunity such as this results in an overall development and improvement in the quality of lives of citizens.
It's a very good thing, I think, because she'd be able to reach out to the people. Some people like to come and if she's busy and they can't get to see her, they tend to think otherwise. But it's a good thing because this government has been doing a lot for the citizens. And it's only a blind person can see the progress that it has been making in the short time.
From the Ministry of Public Health's headquarters in Brick Dam, I am Delicia Haynes for InfoHub.
Meanwhile, Minister of Public Health, the Honourable Valda Lawrence, believes the hosting of the Public Day is an effective way of meeting with citizens to have their issues addressed.
Minister Lawrence sat and interacted with individuals and groups in an effort to address existing matters while encouraging those interested in joining the profession. The platform also provided the opportunity for persons to be referred to other ministries.
This is a good opportunity for us to let people know that they can have a hearing and their matters can be addressed too. Because sometimes there are matters that does not affect the collective, but just a few or one person. And this is a very good opportunity for us to hear from them and for us to have a conversation and to find redress.
With the massive response received at the first public day for 2020, Minister Lawrence highlighted the likelihood of this becoming a regular feature, not only in Georgetown.
We want to work on a specific day in every quarter where we set aside to meet with persons here in Georgetown at the head office, and to set aside some dates when we will be going to other regions, because Ministry of Health is not just Georgetown and governance is not just for Georgetown.
Last year's Public Day was deemed fruitful by the ministry, hence the push for this to be an ongoing one. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
His Excellency David Granger will be addressing the APNU AFC rally being hosted in Hopetown, Region 5 today. Check our social media later this evening for that report. That's all for today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Remember, we are one people, one nation with one destiny. Goodbye for now.